disqualification in character, in habits, in behavior, and even in attitude. Praise the Lord. I read one of Dr. Paul Eneshe, the tournament founder, in one of his books. Look at what he said. The depths of your character also determine the height of your destiny. The depths of your character, the depth of your habits, the depth of your behavior, the depth of your attitude will equally determine the height of your destiny. Now, we just read a text. I want to inform us that it was this character that took Joseph to the top. It was the character he maintained, the habit he maintained, the behavior he maintained, the attitude he maintained is what took him to the top. Another great evangelist of our time, Billy Graham, in one of the books I read, he said, when you lose money, you lose nothing. When you lose health, you lose something. But when you lose character, you lose everything. When you lose money, you lose nothing. When you lose head, yes, you lose something. But when you lose habit, character, behavior, when you lose attitude, when you lose good attitude, you lose all. If every marriage must succeed, good habit is a requirement. If every habit, if every business must succeed, if every calling of a man must succeed, if every marriage must succeed, standard habits, standard attitude, standard behavior, standard ways of life is a must requirement. It is a must requirement. You dodge it, you cannot dodge the consequences that is attached to the dodging of that good habit. You might dodge it. You might play all the cunningness to escape it. But you cannot escape the consequences that is always attached to the dodging of that requirement. Hear this, the strength of our character determines the height of our destiny. And the depths of our character, the depths of our character determines the height of our destiny as well. Brethren, there's no doubt about this. Whether you agree with me or not, whether you doubt it or not, there are many who are wallowing in underdevelopment. Let me use the word underdevelopment. Many are wallowing in mediocrity life of average. They are not at the top, they are not down. Many are wallowing in this foundation, on this platform, as a result of their bad habits. They are stranded alive. They are stranded alive has been arrested because they are not maintaining a standard habit. They are not maintaining a standard behavior. They are not maintaining a standard attitude. Like I told us, the level of attitude will determine the height of your attitude in life. Don't, whether you agree with me or you try to dodge it. Pastor Tony, please take care of my... You can dodge it. You can pretend that you don't hear what I'm saying. You can pretend that this message is not for you. But hear me. You might pretend today. But when the responsibilities are attached to what I'm telling you this morning, when it starts unveiling itself before you, you will realize that I told you the truth some time ago. So many are stranded in life presently. Many are stranded today. Many are arrested. Many just have been arrested. They have been arrested. And that is not God's perfect way for you and I. God's way and God's perfect way is that you and I should be on top and not on the ground. That we should be the head and not the tail. That we should lend and not to borrow. That is God's perfect way. But hear me. These things has made many to be wallowing in abject poverty, disfavor, rejection, abandonment, because of one simple thing. And what is that thing? They refuse to maintain a standard character, a standard behavior, a standard attitude, a standard ways of life. If you want to rise to the top, look for a right standard life to live. Hear me. Grace can take you to the top. Grace can take you to the top. Connections can take you to the top. Your father history can take you to the top. Your family history can take you to the top. But you need what we call a standard character to remain at the top. Hear me. As a young girl, a well-to-do young man can come into your life. A good man that ought to have raised your family can come into your life. It's also applicable to the men. A good woman can come into your life. But you need a character to keep that good thing that comes to your life. Every man desires this standard ways of life. Let us not pretend over it. Let us not pretend over it. Let us not pretend over it. It's a divine requirement. It's a necessary thing for you and I if we must rise to the top and fulfill our destiny. Go and check. You can't expect a positive change when you still desire to maintain the status quo of your past life. The well-read man said, one thing that's inevitable is change. And anyone of you say change, we die in a life of mediocrity. We die as a pauper. We die as a liability. We die as a beggar. We die as a complainer. We live and round up his life in what we call a life of waste. A life of waste. The funniest aspect of it, such persons are always accusing innocent as the reason of their failure. Hear me, brethren, let me tell you this morning. Many problems that many of us are passing through, they are not caused by witches and wizards. Many things we are witnessing now that are not going in our lives, they are not as a result of witches in our family. Witches that witches have been in our lives, have been in our family, have been in family, and people are still making it. People are still succeeding. People are triumphing. People are progressing. People are rising. Expansion is taking place in various lives. There's no family where you do not have a wizard. But there's a standard you will live your life. There's a habit that can, listen, no level that this power has not dealt with. They have dealt with the well-read, the well-connected, the beautifuls, the handsome ones, the able-bodied men. What can make you to overcome them is a standard habit. I want to employ everyone this morning, under the sound of my voice, to stop accusing people for your inability. Stop accusing your innocent parents, your innocent brothers and sisters, your innocent pastor, your innocent members are the reason for your inability to rise and excel. Check your character. Check your behavior. Check the way you live. Stop accusing your landlord as a troublesome man. Stop accusing your landlady as a troublesome woman. Stop accusing your boss at the place of work of your inability to be promoted, for inability to walk in a cordial relationship with them. Check your behavior. Check your attitude. Check your character. Check the way you live your life. You must come to understand. You have to act like Jesus. Jesus rose up one day. He called. Jesus, some time ago, he has to call one of his own, I believe, Apostle Peter. And he said to Peter, Peter, what do men say that I am? What do men say that I am? Hear me. It is hard for a man that is abusing you, or that is, even though you are telling them a different story of why your marriage is not working. You are telling a different story why your business is not progressing. You are telling a different story why your business is not progressing. You are telling them a different story why you are having what we call disappointment in your relationship. You are telling people different thing about it. Refuse to tell them, listen, please, come to a point where you ask yourself, and even ask God, what is it in my life that I need to put into check? What is it in my life? What way I'm living that is not pleasing to men? That's attracting disappointment, attracting delay, attracting hatred, attracting disfavor into my life. Men can't just hate you. Men can't just hate you. Guys can't just hate you.